afternoon and welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. In this video I will be sharing with you my completed pages for the month of March 2024. I am filming this on Thursday the 28th of March, so we do still have a few days left. But I'm not sure if the pages that I'm working on at the moment will be done in time, so I'm just going to show you what I have coloured up to now, and if I do complete any other pages before the end of the month, I'm just going to add them into my April completed pages. So yeah, without further ado, we shall get started. But I do just want to quickly say, if there's any books you see that you would like a full flip through of, then please feel free to let me know and I'll be more than happy to do that for you. Okay, so the first is the Disney mini portraits. This is bookmarks. They're by Hachette Heroes. Absolutely love these, and definitely on the bandwagon to be collecting some more of these bookmarks. I absolutely love them. So this is the first one that I have completed from this set, and it is this one of Daisy Duck. Absolutely love it, and it didn't take long at all. So this was completed with my Ohuhu alcohol markers, little bit of Prismacolor pencils on her eyeshadow and her bow, little bit of white Posca pen, and then I used a metallic pen around the edges, and yeah, that was it. Really quick and easy, and I love how it turned out. So I do think I'm gonna get myself just like a really small, like little inexpensive like laminator, and then I can laminate these and use them as, of course, as bookmarks, and give them as gifts and things like that as well. So yeah, really happy with this one. I think she turned out adorable, and I cannot wait to colour more in that one. So that would also go for Lavella and T's hashtag March Colour Your Haul 2024. Anyone that I mention in this video that has a YouTube channel, I will link down in the description for you, so you can go and check them out at your own leisure. Okay, let me see. Oh my goodness. Okay, so this next one is a little bit different. This is the reverse colouring book Through the Seasons by Kendra Norton. And yeah, I've had this book for a little while, and I started a page in here a while back, and I just wasn't sure where I was going with it or what exactly I was doing. Anyway, I came back to this page about a week and a half ago, and I just finished it up, and it is this one. And I literally just used the the shapes that was already here, and then I added the line art. So we've got some really pretty flowers and whatnot. So this is what the pages look like. We have the colour down, very sort of subtle, sort of like, looks like watercolour markings and stuff like that. I started this one. But yeah, so the colour and the pattern is already down on the page for you, and you put line art over the top. You draw what you see, or you just use the shapes, and you sort of, it's your book, you do whatever you want. But I actually really like how this turned out, and I just used a thin black micron pen. I think in some areas I used the 0.8. I think, did I? No, I think I tried the 0.8. I'm so sorry. I tried the 0.8 and that was too much, so I went down to a 0.5. And yeah. So really like how this turned out. And again, that was my first page in this book. So even though I didn't colour the page, I still think it would go for Colour Your Hoard. So there is that one. The next book is this one. This is the large mandalas. Oh my goodness, large mandalas Volume 2 Black and White by Colour Year. This was sent to me for review, so a huge thank you again to Colour Year for thinking of me as always. You will see a flip through of this one on the channel. And I coloured this one. So I've written up here the name Link because my my tabby boy, he is called Link, and so I thought I would use those sort of, you know, very neutral earthy colours on this one, the same as Link. I will pop a picture of him up on the screen. He is beautiful and I call him my little cheetah face. But yeah, for this I used a mixture of the Bic Intensity markers and Sharpies. So it was all done with permanent markers, and then in a few places, I don't know if you can see, if I just maybe turn it like that, can you see, like around his eyes, and sort of like some gold here. I used the Lightwish Super Golden markers, and yeah, I used the silver to write Link at the top, and then my little cheetah face down here. There was a mark on the page and I was like, what is that? I tried erasing it, and of course, because it is a black background, I've lifted the pigment, so that was on me. That is no fault of Colour Year, or, you know, it wasn't a defect with the book, it was completely my fault. But yeah, there is that one, and that would be for Colour Your Hoard as well. The next book is A Million Baby Animals. This is by Lulu Mayo, and this was just completing up the channel community buddy colour that we had in March. Sorry, in February. Unfortunately, I didn't get around to doing one in March. My bad. I really do apologise. I will be setting one up for April. But the page was this one. Absolutely love this page. Really like how it turned out. So there is that one. What was I using on this? Oh, I was using my I think I was using my Caran d'Ache Pablo pencils on this one. And I do think there is a little bit of the Caran d'Ache Luminance pencil in Buff Titanium. And I'm looking at the page now and I'm just realising I've forgotten to colour some stars. I would do that with a gold gel pen. But yeah, I have, so that is done with the Caran d'Ache Pablo pencils. And then we have some green Jelly Roll metallic for the leaves and things here. I do believe we have got what are they called? Oh, what gel pens was that? I think it was the Jelly Roll Stardust gel pens. Some white Jelly Roll there for highlights. Uniball Signo in the Noble Metal in the gold. And yeah, I really like how this turned out, and that was my first page in this book as well. So this would be a Colour Your Hoard too. And this book is so cute. Look at this one, the bunnies. This would be a lovely one to colour for Easter, wouldn't it? I'd really like to colour something kind of Eastery over the weekend. I've got a couple of pages out that I'm working on at the moment. I will show you those actually at the end of the video, but yeah, it's just so ridiculously cute, isn't it? Oh my goodness, look at, see, this would be perfect, this page here. That would be great to do for Easter, wouldn't it? Oh, so cute. Yeah, it is adorable. What is not to love with this book? Too cute. Okay, the next is a new book to me. This is the Woodland Kingdom colouring book by Toshiyuki Fukuda. I saw this on, I think I saw it on Jamie's channel. I think Christina at Christina's Art Corner, I think she has it. I think Maya has it. Yeah, so I ordered this from oh, what is it called? I think it was Blackwell's, because I was ordering 2 other books from there as well. Was it 2 books? Yes, it was, because one is put away for Emmy for Christmas. So yeah, I was intrigued, and this is a really chunky book. And the paper is it's not super thin, it's not thick, but it's nice. And I coloured this one. Now these are all single-sided, which I absolutely love. Now I don't know if you can see, but the line art on these, let me hold it up a bit. Can you see that? It's almost kind of like pixelated. So I was a little bit surprised. I wasn't expecting it, if that makes sense. It threw me off a little bit, and I was like, oh my gosh, I don't know, I wasn't sure. I didn't know what to make of it. But I thought, okay, I'm going to give this a try and just see what I think. Yeah, I love it. So on this, I used some of my Ohuhu alcohol markers, and then I did also use some Bic Intensity markers on here as well. And then I've added just a little bit of shading in a few places and on the butterflies with some of my Polychromos pencils. There is a little bit, I don't know if you can see, in the middle of like these little lily pads. That is green Jelly Roll Moonlight. And then I've added some down here on the leaves as well. And then a little bit of white Posca just in the balloons, and some little dots on the butterflies for a little bit of interest. And then a little bit of glitter marker down here. I can't remember what that was. But yeah, really, really enjoyed it. And there are beautiful pages in here. Look at that. Look at that. I can't wait. I really can't. Yeah, I've never seen anything like this before. This would be really pretty to do for spring, wouldn't it? Oh, look at this. So we've got a variety of single pages and also double page spreads. They're all, so with the double page spread, both pages, they're still single-sided, so it's perfect for alcohol markers. And it did, the page that I coloured, where are we? This one, it handled the markers really, really well. Of course, I did have a blotter page between, but I really, really enjoyed this. It was so different to what I'm used to colouring, but I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I didn't have to think a lot about it either, which was great. And I've kind of needed some of that recently. Yeah, tomorrow is going to be quite an emotional day for me. Many years ago, as many of you know, I lost my first 2 babies due to premature birth. And my daughter, Mackenzie, she would be turning 18 tomorrow. So yeah, just been trying to get through the month, and it's been kind of, up and down. Some days I feel okay. Other days it kind of hits me out of nowhere, and on those days I need pages like this, and also some simpler, easier pages. So yeah, you will see some of those in this video as well. But yeah, absolutely loved that, and I can't wait to work in this book again. Actually, I might be keeping this one out for April, so I'm just going to put that one aside. Okay, so the next book that I worked in was Yippee Kawaii Mandala Magic Volume 2. This is by Danny Banani of Unusual Suspects. And I coloured this one. This just felt like a very spring-like page. I don't know if you can see can you see the shine there? Look at that. Oh, gorgeous. So on this page I used my Ohuhu alcohol markers, and I did track at the top the colours that I was using. So yeah, I think the colours on this look really pretty. And then for the super shiny metallic here on the leaves and these stems, I used the Lightwish Super Golden markers. Absolutely loving those things. They're gorgeous. And then for some of the little fiddly bits, I was using my Staedtler Tri-Plus fine liners. And then yeah, here in the middle on these little bits here, these little sort of flowery things here, I think that was one of the Pentel Hybrid Dual Metallics in the mellow colours. And was this one of the Super Golden markers, or was that a Jelly Roll? No, I think that was a Super Golden marker as well. But yeah, like how this one turned out. Didn't take too long. And like I said, I thoroughly enjoyed this one. Definitely giving me spring vibes, and what's not to love with that little bit of shine on there as well. So there is that one. Okay, next I have the Mosaic Travel Colour by Number book. This is by Sun Life Drawing. I've coloured the first page in here, and it was this one. This was done, I believe, with my Oleep and Ohuhu alcohol markers. And then I used Pentel Hybrid Dual Metallic to do all the line work. If I just tilt it, you'll be able to see that shine there. And I used, let me see, it was this one, this colour here, because this is the one that I don't use as often as the other colours. And this is the black with metallic red glitter. And yeah, I really like how that looks. And I love stained glass and mosaic books. I absolutely love it. So I'm looking forward to working through this one. And this would go for Colour Your Hoard as well. Okay, next is the Chibi Girls Cute colouring book. This is by April Amber. And I coloured this one. And this was a buddy colour with my beautiful youngest daughter, Emmy. So on this page, I used my Ohuhu alcohol markers. And then I went in with a Super Golden marker by Lightwish on the little paws here on the hat. And also the rays here coming off of the sun. And then there is a little bit of white jelly roll on that as well. And then on these green little bits here, the sparkly bits, if you can see that, I used the Artistro glitter paint marker in the extra fine nib. I used that, and yeah, this was really enjoyable. So Emmy and I are going to use this as a buddy colour book, and I can't wait. It's very cute. I have coloured a few pages in here already. And we've done a split colour as well. This was before Emmy got her copy. So yeah, we did that one together, which was a lot of fun. Really enjoyed it. And you get 2 copies of each image in here. You get 2 sets of pages. This one was done for the Colouring Memories tag. So yeah, I've got a few pages done in here now, but I think this turned out adorable. Really enjoyed that one. Oh, and I also have, I'm so sorry, some Jelly Roll Moonlight for the highlights here, the green highlights on the trees, just as a little bit of interest. And you know, you guys know that I just yeah, I like doing stuff like that on my pages. So there's that one. Yeah, a huge thank you to my youngest daughter Emmy for buddy colouring with me. It was a pleasure, and of course it's, you know, quality time with the kids, which I love. So there's that one. Okay, the next book is Cute and Spooky. This is by Jade Summer. But I believe the artist of this was, I think it was Alexandra Francis or Joshua Dunbar. I can't remember. I want to say it was Alexandra, to be honest. But this was also a work in progress, and I did forget to mention at the beginning of the video, but for the month of March I was hosting the hashtag March Through Whips 2024, so I was trying to get whips done this month as well and have those as a focus. I did pretty well. Let me see, I'm just gonna grab my my Ruby Charms book a moment, because up to today I've completed 7 whips, which I know it doesn't sound a lot, but some of them were, you know, a bit more intensive, shall we say, than others. So yeah, and this was one of them. But I do also host the hashtag, which runs for every single year, and it is hashtag Whipping the Whips 2024. Obviously we've had 23, 22, so yeah, I do that as a yearly thing anyway. But yeah, this is Cute and Spooky, and this was the work in progress that I had, so I just completed this, and it was finished with let me see, this was done, I want to say my Olip alcohol markers, but then I think the rest was done with a mixture of my Sharpies and Bic Intensity markers, because I had those pulled out working on another page. So yeah, I just used that, and then again we have some Jelly Roll Moonlight on here in the fluorescent yellow and a bit in the fluorescent green and pink at the bottom as well. So very simple, and there is a little bit of gold Uniball Signo in the Noble Metal, which is the gold on the lollipop sticks. So there is that one. Then I have one of my 10 books to complete. This is a project book with my incredible friend Connor over at Connor's Creative Colouring. This was a project book that we were supposed to finish last year. Connor completed his. I'm still working on mine, but I'm not far away. I'm not that far from being done. This is the Cute and Hoppy colouring book. Again, this is by Alexandra Francis. And I did this one of the bunny, which I think is really cute. My marker was running out over here, so I did have to change it, but you know, that's all right. At this point, I just kind of want this book done, so I'm just like, oh, whatever. And I just used Olip alcohol markers on that page. And then I did this one as well. And again, my brown markers were all running out, so I'm just like, I just want to get the page finished. So there's that book. Next is the Dark Fantasy Horror Colouring book. This is by Jade Summer, but it is illustrated by M. Wayne Miller and Candice Janney. So really cool book. And this is the first page that I have completed in here. And it's this one, and I love it. I wanted to make her look like Sally from Tim Burton's Nightmare Before Christmas, and I really like how she turned out. I think she looks really cool. And this was all done with my Ohuhu alcohol markers, and then we have a little bit of the gold Uniball Signo on there as well. I don't know if you can see those little bits of gold, but yeah, I think she looks really cool. And on her eye here, I added a little bit of Jelly Roll white. I can see a little bit in a few spaces where I just need to tidy that up a little bit. But yeah, I really like how she turned out. I was tempted to go in and shade her. I don't know. I'm looking at her now and I'm like, yeah, I kind of wish I did. But because you've got the grayscale on the images already, it's not necessary. But it's just, you know, I guess just me being a bit, you know, finicky about it. But yeah, overall, I really, really like how she turned out. And this was a lot of fun. And it actually didn't take that long either. It really didn't. So yeah, that was really cool. I enjoyed this one. I enjoyed it a lot. Okay, moving on. I have the 50 space themed miniatures colouring book. This is by Camellia Angel Cover, and this was a buddy colour with my beautiful son Caden. And yeah, we coloured this one. Caden toes the page. So much fun. Really, really enjoyed this one. So we used the Oleep alcohol markers on this page. And then as you can see, I have got some shiny elements on there as well. So the pink spots on the mama, that is done with my Jelly Roll Moonlight. Sorry, oh my goodness, my Jelly Roll Metallic. I do apologise. And then I've got some Pentel Hybrid Dual Metallic on the little lights here on the pram spaceship thing and around this planet. And then I've also got some Uniball Signo Noble Metal in the silver down here and then the gold up here. Put again some highlights here on the moon with a white Jelly Roll and some of the silver. I used white Jelly Roll for the stars here. And I shaded it with Crayola Twistables. So yeah, really really cute. I enjoyed that one. I'll admit this isn't my favourite book of hers. It's not, but Emmy started this one. But I love the fact that, you know, me and Caden can sit and buddy colour in it. This was the first one that we did. So I put a little heart on this one for me and a little K down here for him. Yeah, so very cute. So that is 50 space themed miniatures. Okay, I worked in this one. This was another new book to me. This is Cute Stained Glass Animals, an adult colouring book by Jessie Winter. And I coloured this one. And again, this would be for hashtag March Colour Your Hoard 2024. I've written that here with the silver pen. And what did I use on this one? What did I use? Oh, I remember I used my Bic marking, like Bic Intensity pens and also Sharpies on this one. So yeah, I kept it really simple, and then I went in with I think it was the Super Golden marker by Lightwish, just to add like pink metallic just up here around that bit, just for a little bit of interest. But yeah, really like how that turned out. And then obviously I wrote the hashtag here as well, just a bit of fun. But yeah, I'm loving the stained glass mosaic books. Absolutely loving them. So there is that one. Then we have the Colour by Number Animals by Jade Summer. Illustrations are by Alexis Joyce. for this one. And as you can see, I've completed 4 in this book. This is supposed to be a project book with Connor. He is flying ahead of me. That I've just got no chance of catching up with him. But yeah, I've completed these, and these are all using my Ohuhu alcohol markers on all of them. So I've got this giraffe here, the wolf, which I absolutely love. I love the colours on this one, and I did use a white, what was that? Okay, so it looks like a Posca. So I've used a white Posca just to tidy up some of the areas in here. I've already done the elephant. Then we had the flamingo. So pretty. I really like the colours on this one. I do have this book in the non-colour by number version, and I must say I'm preferring the colours in the colour by number book, to be quite honest. Just trying to find that one. And then the next one was The Sloth, which is just so cute, and I'm really loving this book for relaxing colouring. And as you can see, I've coloured a few in here so far. So yeah, really enjoying this one. I hope Jade Summer bring more books out like this, actually, because yeah, that is beautiful. Okay, so we've got some more Camellia Angel Cova. So I have 50 Easter miniatures, and I coloured this one. This was done with my Ohuhu markers. Just kept it really quick and simple on this one. Like I said, it was just Ohuhu markers, a little bit of white jelly roll there, and then I just wrote with my Uniball Signo Metallic Gold Easter 2024 on the egg there in the middle. Just keeping it really simple. I didn't even go in with my twistable crayons and do any shading or anything. But yeah, I think that's really cute. Then I have a work in progress. This was from 50 Woodland Miniatures, again by Camellia, and it was this one. So I completed this one as part of hashtag March Through Whips 2024. And for this one, I used my, let me see, I used my Oleep alcohol markers on this one. And then I went in with my Crayola twistable crayons. There is some white jelly roll on there. And then if I tilt the book, can you see that? I used some of the Artistro glitter paint markers. So I used that on the tusks here, and also the little patches here on our babies. I just think that is so cute. And then I also used a black jelly roll glaze pen, and that was for the end of the tail and the hooves down here. I hope you can see that. So yeah, really cute. I'm glad to have that one done. Okay, so now we're moving into the Disney books. So we have the Disney Babies Quadrados Magicos. This is by Hatchet Heroes. And I completed the Finding Nemo page. Absolutely love how these pages turn out. I can't wait to colour more in this one. I really enjoyed this page. So this was all done with the Arteza black acrylic paint marker, and then everything else is Crayola Super Tips and Staedtler dual-ended markers. So we've got Dory, Nemo, and I want to say Squirt. I don't know. Hey, Squirt. No, it's not, is it? What was he called? I don't know, but the little baby turtle. Yeah, I think his dad's called Crush. Is that right? The big one. Yeah, very, very cute. Love that one. And then this one, the Disney Animo Charismista, again by Hachette Heroes. This is one of my 10 to complete books. This page here was a work in progress, so this one is finished and it is Lady. Again, for this one, I use the black Arteza acrylic paint marker, and the rest is Crayola Super Tips and Staedtler Dual Ended. Now this book, it needs so many different shades of brown on each page. It's getting difficult to colour now because I don't have that many different shades of brown. So it is making this quite difficult. And then I also completed this one the other day. Again, Arteza acrylic paint marker, Crayola Super Tips and Staedtler Dual Ended. And this one is Emperor Kuzco. And I wrote that down here with my silver Uniball Signo gel pen. Really, really cool. I enjoyed this one a lot. That was great fun. So there's that one. Okay. Let me just zoom out a little bit because this is a bit of a chunky book. Okay, so this is Disney Le Grand Classique, Volume 10. And I completed this one. This is Hades and Megara. They are from Hercules. I've never watched the film right the way through, but what I have seen, it's not my cup of tea. I didn't enjoy it. But I had only coloured one page in here before, and it was this one. Whoops. This is the page that I had coloured before. Absolutely love it. But yeah, with these books, I do like to work through them in order. So I went back and I started on page 1. This was done again with the Arteza acrylic paint marker, Crayola Super Tips and Staedtler Dual Ended markers. So yeah, I really do like how that turned out. I thought that was a lot of fun. So yeah, there is that one. Okay. I'm just trying to grab the next stack of books. So the next one I worked in was Botanicum. This is by Maria Troller. And this was a work in progress for ages. And this is the page that I completed. And it was this one. I don't know if anyone can help me. I used the Winsor & Newton designer gouache for the white spots in the background. But they took days and days and days to dry. And even now they feel sticky. So I don't know what's going on with that. I don't understand why it's doing that. Yeah, so I'm really not sure what's going on with that. But I worked on this for the longest time. I think it was based with my Albrecht Dürer watercolor pencils. And then I used Neocolor 2s in the background. I gave it a couple of layers and then I tried blending it and smushing it together with my Prismacolors. It didn't quite, I don't know, I don't feel I quite pulled it off. But you know, it's okay. It's all right. And then I've used a silver pen here. I don't know if that was the was that the Uniball Signo, or it might have actually been the silver super golden marker. And again, it was a super golden on the stamens here inside the lilies. I did use some white Posca, but it has now turned pink. There is a little bit of fine liners on there as well. And then I, on the moths here on their wings, I don't know if you can see that, I added some of the Spectrum Noir clear glitter brush pens. I added that on there as well. So yeah, not my favourite page, but it's, you know, it's done, and I'm glad, because I had 3 whips in here for the longest time, so I'm really hoping I can get to the other 2 in April. Okay, the next book is Mythomorphia by Kirby Rosanas, and I got to this work in progress. So this is for hashtag Whipping the Whips 2024 and also hashtag March Through Whips 2024. I absolutely loved this page up until I decided to put Stickles glitter gel around the fairies, and I think it was, I just feel like it was too much. I should have just left well alone, and I didn't. So yeah, this has been a whip for a really long time. I'm just going to zoom you guys in a smidge. So on this page I used primarily my Prismacolor pencils for all the pencil work. Really happy. I especially love the bottom bit here. I love how that turned out. I'm really happy with that. I used the Pentel Sunburst gel pen in metallic, and that was for the little berries here on the tree and the little flowers just down here at the bottom. I used those. I used Arteza fine liner pens. I'm trying to see where that was. Arteza fine liners. I don't know. Apparently I used them on here, but I don't know where. The Lightwish Super Golden markers, that was for the stems of our mushrooms down here at the bottom. Really gorgeous sort of coppery orange colour. Absolutely love it. I used the Uniball Signo Metallic Gold here for the goblet, just down there. I used Stickles. That was on the fairies' wings originally, and that was in the colour Crystal. And then I went over that. I wanted it to look like they had sort of sparkles around them, and that was in the Stickles glitter gel in the colour Nebula, and it's got little gold stars in it. It is beautiful, but I just think I don't know. I should have just left well alone, I think. I used a black Posca pen. I used a compass and drew a circle in here for the background because I didn't know what to do with all the empty space. And I thought, you know, I think the black would just really make it pop, and especially with these gorgeous vibrant colours down here at the bottom. So that was all done with the black Posca pen. And then I used 2 stickers down here for some leaves. This one here and this one here, and I just think they look really cute. And like I said, I was so proud of this page until I put the Stickles glitter gel on. I don't know, let me know what you think. I think I just should have just stuck maybe like a couple little Nuvo confetti stars on and left it as that, you know. But hey ho, you win some, you lose some. I'm really glad that I have that page done. The next book is Spooky. This took quite a while to arrive when I ordered it from Amazon, but I'm so glad that I finally have this in my collection. For quite a while I was on the fence. I was like, I don't know, I'm not sure, but Yeah, I absolutely love it. And it means that I can also now participate in the beautiful Christina from Christina's Art Corner. I can join in on her monthly colour along as well. I have a lot of pages that yeah, I've sort of flagged here that I need to like go back and catch up on, and I will do that over time. I will get there. But yeah, this is the Spooky Colouring Book by Sarah Seshwick. I'm really not sure if I'm pronouncing her her surname correctly or not. If I'm not, I really do apologise. Yeah, so it's hashtag WitchCatSpooky. That is the colour along, and I have made a note of the colours of the alcohol markers and whatnot that I was using for the cat, the dragon, mushrooms, the axolotl, so that I can use these colours in the future to kind of keep the pages consistent. But the page that we worked on for March 2024 was this one. And I'm really pleased with how it turned out. Once I started this page, I couldn't put it down. I absolutely love it. Yeah, really, really pleased. So on this one, I used the Lightwish Super Golden markers. As you can tell, I have been loving those pens. So they are up here in, I don't know if you can see that, in those stars. I think that was it on the page actually, just those stars there at the top. I used my Ohuhu alcohol markers to base everything. This is single-sided, so there you go. And then I used my Brute Funa square pencils for all of the pencil work, all of the shading, the blending and whatnot, and they worked gorgeous on this paper. They worked really, really well. I used white Posca for some little stars here, and also to white out the lines of the crystal here in the top of the bottle. I used the Jelly Roll Moonlight to add like some fluorescent yellow and fluorescent green highlights here on the foliage and things there in the background. Jelly Roll Metallic. That was, okay, here we go. That was the little red hearts here. I don't know if you can see that. And then I used the Nuvo Confetti Mermaid Parade stars in the background, those beautiful blue stars. These are the ones I think I should have used on the Mythomorphia page, but there you go. But look how they twinkle under the light. Oh, it just makes me so happy. I love it. And then I used Uniball Signo in metallic gold. And that was to go around our little star friend here. And then I also used the Renaissance colours here. And that was the watercolour for around the bottle. Absolutely love it. And it is the Colour Shift Countdown to Christmas. So that was what I used to go around the bottle. It looks a little bit messy down here, and I sort of smudged it there, but yeah, absolutely love it. I will put Renee's Etsy shop down in the description for you as well, but yeah, absolutely loved that page. I don't know if we've got the April one yet. February. There isn't any more there, is there? No. November. Yeah, I've got a lot of catching up to do. Yeah, so I guess we don't have the April one just yet, but I love that page. It was definitely one of my absolute favourites of the month. And like I said, I didn't want to put this page down. Once I had started, I was like, I was hooked. So yeah, absolutely love that one. And then I worked in this one. This is the Wildflower Folk colouring book by Christine Karen. I did order a second copy of this one from Blackwell's because I did take this book with me to one of our sessions at Jeremiah's Journey. It was the bereavement and like grief journey course that the children and I were doing, and the kids wanted to sort of join in with one of the little girls there, and they started colouring this page, and I could have worked with it. I could have worked with, you know, the purple lips and the green hair and stuff, but the other little girl who sort of came and joined at the table, she grabbed a gold gel pen and started colouring the skin, and I was like, okay, I can't I can't work over that. But I would have got a second copy of this book anyway because I absolutely love it. But I completed this one and I am so ridiculously proud of how this page turned out. It was a whip from, let me see, from February I started it, and then I've scribbled it out there and written March. So this also goes for hashtag Colour Your Hoard 2024. So on this one, I used my alcohol markers, the Ohuhu markers, as a base. And then I have used a mixture of my Caran d'Ache Luminance pencils and my Polychromos to shade everything on her for all the shading and whatnot. The majority is Polychromos, but I think I used what did I use the luminance on? I think it was the ribbons here on her. I think it was that. And I also used the Buff Titanium luminance pencil to sort of, you know, smush some of the colours together and give me a natural looking highlight. I used white Jelly Roll and black Jelly Roll. So the white is around the trim here on her outfit, and to sort of put these lines in to make them a little bit more noticeable there on her outfit. The black Jelly Roll was for her nails. And then I used the, let me see, I used Light Wish Super Golden markers. Okay, yeah, that was for the green here on these little bits here on her hat. Absolutely love it. So pretty. I used the Nuvo Pure Sheen Confetti, again, the Mermaid Parade stars that I have dotted around. Just gives that extra kind of magic feel to it, and I think they fit the page really nicely. And then I used the Nuvo Pure Sheen Glitter just around here on the gem on her hat. So yeah, this page did take me a long time. But I was just sort of slowly chipping away at it, and I really wanted to try and do my best work in this book, and I think it is fair to say that this is probably my favourite page I have ever coloured. I'm just so ridiculously proud. I look at this and I'm like, I actually coloured that. I still do need to work on skin and hair, but I love it. I think it's turned out really, really nicely. So yeah, there is that one from Wildflower Folk. Really, really love that one. And then last but by no means least, I have this page here. Let me zoom in a bit because this is a small book. So this is Boule de Pois by Diane Dufour. This is in the Art Therapy series. Where is it? Here we go. And I finished this page 2 nights ago. So I completed this one. Absolutely love it. So cute. I'm really, really, really happy with this one. I've only completed one other page in this book, and it was that one. But yeah, I don't want to put this book away. I've been looking at this page here, this one, for spring, so you might see that one in April. But yeah, I coloured this one. So for this page, I used my Prismacolor pencils. They were what I used for the majority of the page, but I did go in a few areas with some Polychromos. I used my Caran d'Ache Poblos on this, like the darker brown bit here, the darker tan colour on my deer, because I just liked the colours, the neutral sort of natural organic colours that they had for him. I preferred those colours better in the Poblos, and they did work really nicely on this paper. I tried out my Shuttle Art gel crayons for the background, and I love them. Absolutely love them. So yeah, I can definitely see me investing in some King Arts as well, and maybe some gelatos. I've had my heart set on those for years, but the expense kind of put me off a little bit, and the fact that you've got so many more Shuttle Art gel crayons in a set for a lot less money. But yeah, I'd be really interested to see what the higher end ones are like, if the budget friendly ones can do this. Yeah, I'm blown away by them. And it was so much easier for my hands as well, because I'll admit I was going to do an all pencil background, but I've been really sort of struggling with my hands recently as well, and this just help me create a background that I absolutely love in no time at all. So yeah, really pleased with those. I used Kuretake watercolors as a base for the grass down here at the bottom. It was this set. They're very new to me. It was this set here, and I used these two colours. This one was my base colour. I did go in with that, and I think I also used a teeny tiny little bit of this colour as well. But yeah, they are absolutely, they're gorgeous. They're an absolute delight. Very opaque, and considering this is watercolours here at the bottom, it was my marker that bled through, but the paint, like, it hasn't, look at the page, it's not really like buckled or anything. It's wonderful. So I used those as a base down here. Excuse me. I used the Lightwish Super Golden pens to go over the lines on some of the leaves, just for a little bit of shine and interest. I was determined to get a little bit of sparkle in on the page somewhere. I used these Staedtler dual-ended pens for the flowers at the bottom, and the red that I used, it was really juicy. So yeah, as I was using that, even though it was a water-based marker, it has bled through. So rather than me doing this kitty ginger like my Arlo, I'm going to do him a tabby like Link, and I'll be able to colour up these red splotches, no problem. I used the Artex acrylic paint pens that they very recently sent me for review, and that video is available on the channel. So I did use those to add more texture down here on the grass at the bottom, and I really like how they worked, and they laid beautifully on top of the Kuretake watercolours that I used as well. So yeah, they were absolutely beautiful to use in this book, and I did also use them for the cream spots on the deer as well. I used a white Posca pen to put these sort of, like, you know, little spots in the background, just to make it a little bit more magical and whimsical, as if it wasn't already. And then I used a white jelly roll just to fix my lines here on the little raccoon a little bit. So yeah, really happy with that page. I think it turned out beautifully. Really gorgeous. So let me just quickly show you the two whips that I have on the go at the moment. So the first one, where is it? Oh, I haven't started it in that one yet, have I? Right, so I've got these two. So the first one you may have seen me working on in a live stream recently. It's Forest Girl by Apol. This is the first book in the series. So I've been trying to work on this whip. This is as far as I've got at the moment. But it's getting there. Slowly but surely. But yeah, I started my first page in Rhapsody in the Forest by Kanoko Agusa. This is a replacement because my original copy was ruined a couple of years ago by the cats when they peed on my bookshelf, and I had already coloured this page in that book. But I love it, so I'm working on this one for Easter, and at the moment this is just Prismacolor pencils. And I started this last night when I was listening to a true crime video. So there's that one, and then I've pulled out my Romantic Country, the Fast Tale book. And typical, isn't it? I haven't flagged the, there you go, haven't flagged the page, but it's this one. This is the other page that I really, really want to work on. So yeah, I'll be working on this page in April now. Because I don't think I'm going to get this finished by the end of March. But yeah, it'll be really nice to work on that one. So there you go, my loves. Thank you all so much for joining. I really hope that you have enjoyed this video. I know it is the sort of video that everyone looks forward to, isn't it, at the end of the month, whether you're recording it or watching other people's. I love doing both. I love recording this video for you, and it sort of, you know, refreshes my mind as to what I've worked on throughout the month. But I also really look forward to sitting down and sort of binge watching everybody's completed pages videos when the kids are chilled out. So yeah, that gives me something to look forward to. But yeah, thank you so much for taking time out of your day to join me. I really do appreciate it. It has been an absolute pleasure as always. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care. Stay safe, my loves, and I'll see you in the next one. Lots of love. Bye.